Taking inspiration from Samurai Showdown and Battle Arena Toshinden, Namco released Soul Edge in arcades in Japan as an experimental weapons-based 3D fighter in 1995. The game was ported to the PlayStation in December 1996 under the name Soul Blade to avoid any copyright complications with Edge games, which, to understand why, see the current Bucky's debacle. Fun fact, this opening cutscene is edited in the US for nudity, and no, it's not the scene that you're watching. The game included 10 characters, with 5 characters available to unlock through gameplay, as well as alternate costumes, all without DLC.
Which was the style at the time?
There's also a background music player that is loaded with the in-game soundtrack available from the start. You really got your money's worth in the 90s. There's also a story mode that would carry over throughout the series called Edgemaster. It plays like an RPG, and matches can only be won upon meeting certain conditions. And oops, my Dreamcast forgot what date it was again. Oh well. The sequel, SoulCalibur, was released in 1998 and later ported to the Dreamcast in 1999. The game introduced mainstay Ivy to the roster, however characters such as Nightmare and Yoshimitsu were actually just palette swaps of established characters Siegfried and Mitsurugi. This is the game that introduced me to the franchise. I remember the Texas Pizza Buffet that had a SoulCalibur cabinet, where I would waste my quarters dueling challengers or beating the arcade mode if no one was available. This game also came with a BMG player, however, the full track list had to be unlocked through gameplay, as are additional costumes and weapons. Still, no pay-to-play here.
Which was the style at the time?
Neither Soul Blade nor SoulCalibur are currently available to play on modern hardware in the USA. A remastered port of SoulCalibur was released on Xbox 360 in 2008. However, it was delisted in 2022. An iOS and Android port was released in 2012. However, that was also delisted from the iOS App Store and the Google Play Store. If you feel up to it, you can still find the APK for Android on the archive.org website for now.
The legend will never die.